What's going on, my friends? Welcome to episode 133 of the Getting Up Podcast, where we talk everything New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, national, and international sports. Hosted by yours truly, Grassani, Georgetown, and Cunningham, Marcellus, Murdock, and Sam Morell. This is a podcast right now on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and some music, iHeartRadio, wherever you get your podcasts. And also on podcast right now on YouTube. I'll show up on social media at GetTheGameUp. And thought I said, it's time to get your game on. Yo, guys, guess what? This is it, guys. Our last episode of 2022. Yeah, last episode of 2022. Oh my god, time does fly.
Still in first place.
What? I can't even hear you. What'd you say, Michael?
I'm still the ringleader.
Yes, you are the ringleader. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're still the ringleader in our betting. I'll have to double check on that, but yeah, I'm pretty sure you're the ringleader. Yeah, in that.
Adam, you and Sam are both my minions in the kitchen. Bow down to the king.
Okay.
Acknowledge me.
It's been Sam. It's been an interesting. Yeah, it's been an interesting year. Not just for our podcast, but in sports in general. It's been an interesting year in life.
Champion of the New York Yankees.
We're gonna be talking about that later. We're gonna be talking about that later. But guys, we have to show off for a bit because unfortunately I couldn't do this. I tried to do this episode because I wanted to make it the cover photo for the episode, but now I'm gonna do it this time. You guys ready? You guys ready for your show off?
Sure, bit.
Guys, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. There you go. Sorry, guys, I had to do that. So right now, guys, we are waiting on Marcellus is joining us, but he's late. He's on his way home from work. So we will be joined by him shortly, or at least as we I like what Sam said. It's beginning to look a lot like fuck this. But until then, we gotta hold that. Until then, we gotta hold down the fort for our buddy Marcellus. Until then, we gotta hold on the fort. So we are gonna have. I'm sure we're gonna have Marcellus' thoughts on this opening. So trust me, Michael. Just that we will talk Yankees. We will talk Judge being named captain. We will be talking about Rodón's press conference. We'll talk about Judge press conference. We will be talking about all that. But guys, you know what we're opening the show with, right?
What?
Michael, you heard, right? It's the reason why it's the reason why Marcellus is joining us, right? So he can gloat about this.
Verlander going to the Mets. I know.
Not Verlander. It's not. No, Verlander's already going to the Mets. You know who else is going to the Mets?
Yeah.
Carlos Correa.
Man, I just hate Met fans. They got.
So let me explain, guys. We all thought Carlos Correa was going to the Giants. Like everyone thought as soon as reports came out, Carlos Correa signed 13 years with the Giants. Everyone thought, okay, that's it. He's off the free agent market. But then apparently there was a failed physical. Apparently it was reported that Carlos Correa physical, and then after that the deal fell through, and Carlos Correa pivoted and he signed with the New York Mets. Let me get the terms here really quickly. I know it's for 12 years. Let me check. Here it is. Where is it? Here it is. 12 years, $315 million. So I'm gonna give my opening thought. I'll let Marcellus do it from a Mets perspective when he gets on, but I just want to say, like, you guys sure what happened, right? Apparently, they were saying, oh, he failed his physical. Apparently, what happened was, here's what happened. Apparently, the reason why he quote unquote failed his physical is because the Giants were complaining about some injury he had in 2014. Like that's the reason why they like that. That's the reason why like they didn't like his physical and they were willing to renegotiate on like a lower deal. But at that point, Carlos Correa was like, "Fuck this! I'm going to the Mets." And all I'm gonna say about that is that I don't buy that for a second with the Giants about the you're really concerned about an injury when he was in the minor leagues. Really? To me, this Reese guys, the Giants clearly had some cold feet. The Giants clearly had buyer's remorse, and they were just looking for an excuse to get out of the contract. That's exactly what happened. If you're a Giants fan, I mean, honestly, shame on the Giants, right? Shame on the Giants right now. I mean, if I'm a Giants fan, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not spending a dime on that franchise so further north. I mean, missing out on Judge is like okay, like he wanted to go back to the Yankees. There's nothing you can do about it. You miss out on Carlos Correa because of a physical like that's shameful. That's just shameful. If I'm a Giants fan, I'm fed up with the direction of the franchise. But yeah, Sam has something to say, and the Giants had terrible losses. It won't be a good team next year. Terrible losses for them. Giants. I mean, Sam. They get an F. They get an F. Why did my phone just ring? Sorry about that. Apparently, I had my alarm on, but yeah. Apparently, I don't know. But Sam also says the Mets still aren't good because their coach is still not good. You don't have a lot of confidence in the Mets to make a serious first. They lost their pitcher. Here's the thing: they did lose Jacob DeGrom, Sam, but they essentially replaced him with Verlander. They said you replaced him for Verlander. They got Nimmo back. They got the pitcher from Japan. They got David Robinson, Bill Snibble, they re-signed Edwin Diaz, and now you add Carlos Correa to this lineup. If you're a Mets fan right now, you should feel over the moon because right now, I'm gonna say it right now. At least right now, the Mets right now, I would say, are the favorites to come out of the National League. I'm not sure if they're the face of the World Series because you can't count the Astros out, but I say right now at least, I think they're the favorites to come out of National League. Because they're supposed to go, they're supposed to complete team. I mean, you have that rotation of like Verlander, you got Scherzer, you got the pitcher from Japan. I keep on forgetting his name. Forgive me. And then you have the lineup and then you have a lineup of Nimmo. You got Lindor. Now you got Correa. You still have Pistol Pete. You still have Jeff McNeil. That they have the perfect combination of lineup, rotation, and bullpen. Like there's not a weakness on the team, but like all three of those rotation, lineup, and bullpen, all three of them are I would say are what at least top 5 in the game of baseball. Maybe not bullpen because bullpen there's still a little suspect, but even then the Mets are just stacked. Sorry, Michael.
They're going to be the team to beat in the NL this year.
I think so. I definitely agree.
They lost a lot in the offseason, but they gained a lot out of it.
Yeah. They lost. Who did they lose? They lost Jacob DeGrom, and that's it.
Look, they made up in a big way. They got probably the best pitcher in probably in the American League before he got hurt was Justin Verlander,
Yeah.
and now he's coming back as like I still got it. So, and I will never give any credit.
To who?
I'll give credit to Justin Verlander. He was a beast when he was with the Tigers. Former Cy Young winner 3 times. He won the Cy Young Award.
Yeah, he won the Cy Young Award this year, and now he's going to the National League. National League, guys. It's like Correa and like Verlander used to be Astros. Now they're on the Mets. Now it looks like the Mets are trying to be the Astros of the National League. Says you. Oh, Sam say you need to see it because talent can only take so far. So that's finally the reason why they are now a great team. Like I understand comparison. The only is that they want it doesn't apply to the Mets. Buck Schultz was an excellent manager. Won a National League Manager of the Year. He won Manager of the Year in the National League for a reason. Like Buck Schultz was an excellent manager. Now if you want to set the concern, they choked in the playoffs last year. That is a valid concern, Sam. Like that's the thing. Like Steve Owen and the Mets, like the front office, they've done their job. Now players have to go out there and prove Steve Owen right. Like go out there and show that Steve Owen made the right decision in spending all this money. Because right now, guys, you know what you guys want to know what the Mets payroll is?
What's
You guys want to
up,
know
bro?
what the Mets payroll is?
What is it?
It is just under $500 million.
Christ's sake.
You know what the Yankees payroll is right now?
How much?
Just over $300 million.
Going there, man.
Mets payroll is almost $200 million more than the second place team. It's like ridiculous. And really, like people are saying, "Oh, is this good for baseball? Is it bad for baseball?" Here's the thing. I do think it is like kind of bad for baseball, but it's not Steve Cohen's fault because here's the thing. Steve Cohen is doing what all the other owners are not willing to do. Like a lot of owners aren't willing to blow past luxury tax threshold like this. A lot of owners simply aren't. Steve Cohen's like being exceptional. He doesn't give a fuck. He's like, I'll blow past it. I don't care. I don't care about luxury tax penalties. Like we'll deal with it later. Right now, I'm focusing on winning, and hopefully this will send a message to like other teams saying, hey, if you guys don't start spending money, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna swoop in and I'm gonna steal your players. I'm gonna steal your players right up from under you. The only that though is that we know some of these major league owners, it's not gonna affect them. That's the unfortunate part. Some of these owners, like they're so stuck in their ways and they're so stuck in they're so stuck in their ways, they're so cheap. And I just don't think like Steve Cohen's spending like is really gonna change things. Like you really think the Tampa Bay Rays are gonna start spending money because of Steve Cohen? No, you think the Oakland A's are gonna do that? You think the whatever team? You think the Arizona Diamondbacks, Cincinnati Reds are gonna start doing that? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just trying to buy time before Marcellus joins on because I really, really, really want to get his reaction. All right, but Michael, Sam, anything left to say about the Mets before we move on?
Mm-hmm.
We. I mean, I think I just need to eat them. Like that's a bad point, Sam. That's a bad point. At this point, like the I said for Frost has done his job. Now players need to go out there and perform. All right, so that's the first part of this Mets of our baseball story. We gotta get to the second part, and that is like yesterday. No, it wasn't. Yeah, yesterday it was Carlos Rodón when I listened to this podcast, but the day before that, Aaron Judge, like the Yankees formally reintroduced them. Aaron Judge, they had this press conference, and they officially named him the 16th captain in New York Yankees history.
Mazel tov in the old country, my boy.
What?
Mazel tov.
Mm-hmm. But obviously, I mean, there's not really much else I can say on that. It's supremely well deserved. Like, I've heard some people say, "Oh, Aaron Judge hasn't won a World Series ring. How can he be named captain? Does a certain name of Don Manley ring a bell? He never won a World Series. The Yankees named him captain. Like, why should Aaron Judge be? Why should Aaron Judge be named captain? Like you because you could tell like he. It just, I feel like they said it best. They said it best at the press conference. Like Judge being named captain, like he was already captain. This is just making it official. Like this is just making it official that he is now that they because they just make it official now that he's the captain because he's the leader in the clubhouse. Like all his teammates absolutely adore him. Derek Jeter I think said it best. Derek Jeter said it best. Like because Derek Jeter was, I don't know if you saw Michael and Sam. Derek Jeter was actually at the press conference. And he did the interview with Yes Network. And he did the interview with with Yes Network, and afterward he said like what he thought about it, and he said like I at the beginning he said, oh, I got to know Aaron Judge like really well. I do definitely think he's captain material, but he said in the beginning he said like it doesn't matter what I think. Like the biggest people that have the only thing that should really matter is what his teammates think. Like the effect he has on a locker room, and and G said all his teammates, they just absolutely like adore the guy. Like the guy's a natural leader. He's everything you want in the face in the face of the franchise. And and again, I just want to say I it's a good thing for Yankees. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Sam. Like it's obviously they had to get it was just obvious. Like they had to get it done. They were gonna get it done. Again, it was never not counted. This just make the official now. And it's a good thing for Judge. Thank you, Sam. All right. Go ahead, Michael.
For the first time since 2014, Yankees have a captain.
We have a captain for the first time since 2014.
I'm still going, brother. Don't interrupt me, kid. But all seriousness, I think this was a good move to keep him in New York. I think he wanted that recognition. But I thought we were always going to keep it. That's just me. He's like, I did this for you and I did this for you. Now here's the thing. You're the best player in probably in the American League right now. Now here's what you got to do. You got to step it up.
Yeah, that's the thing. Now the clock's to be ticking on Judge because right now that he's officially the captain, and now he's making $40 million. Now the clock's gonna tick on him. If he goes out there next October and he sticks up the joint, he's gonna hear it. He's gonna hear it from the media. He's gonna hear it from the fans.
You're in New York City. You're probably the most historical fan base of them all. When we lose, we're not happy. He probably knows that now. Now you have to. Now you want to be the man. You want to be the guy. You're the guy now.
Yeah, he's officially the. Well, he never wasn't not the guy for the Yankees. I mean, the Yankees paid him $360 million for a reason. Because they believe he's that guy. But now he has to go out there and really be that guy, especially in the playoffs. Because outside of like 2017 and 2018. 18, like Aaron Judge is supposed to like isn't fantastic. Now, I look at his postseason numbers. His postseason numbers aren't terrible, but they're not like what you expect from Aaron Judge. So next year, now is he gonna go out there? That looks like is he gonna go out there and break the home run record again? Probably not. But here's the thing: he doesn't need to go out there and break the home run record. As if he really the Yankees are giving him this contract Jack for the postseason. I mean, obviously for the regular season, too, they want Cruz for the regular season, but they're primarily giving this contract because they want them to help them, or at the very least help them, and at most lead them to a World Series title.
Right, brother, man.
Yeah, yes. Sam, go ahead. I'm gonna give Sam a chance. We're gonna give Sam yeah, we're gonna give Sam I mean, what should I add? You guys said it perfectly. All right, thank you, Sam. Thank you, Sam. I am gonna flip this and ask you two guys questions because you two guys weren't on the episode where we broke the story, so I want to ask both your guys' thoughts now because Carlos Rodón also we say Aaron Judge had his press conference on Tuesday on no Wednesday. Well, Carlos Rodón had his press conference this Thursday again. Yankees signed up to a 6-year $160 million deal, left-handed ace, one of the best pitchers on the market. I'll be honest, press conference was kind of boring in my opinion. It was just like, yay, Rodon's the Yankee. The Judge press conference was electric. It was exciting. Like, oh my god, I've honestly never had so much enjoyment out of watching press conference than a Judge one. It was powerful. It was emotional. It really made me want to run through a brick wall. Seeing Jeter there, seeing Willie ran up there, and seeing Judge get named captain, like, oh my god. But the real press conference, like, it wasn't bad, but it was just like, hey, here's Carlos Rodón. I remember the media asked like what 3 or so questions, and they were like, okay, done. Like it's like I honestly, I'm kind of like a semi-retired beat writer. I probably could have asked like better questions. I mean, not the Jack Curry and Lorenzo. Those guys did fantastic. I'm talking about the actual press conference. But Michael and Sam, you guys weren't on when we did the episode where we broke the news that Carlos Rodón was going to the Yankees. So I want to get your guys' thoughts. What are your thoughts on the Yankees signing Rodón?
Repeat that.
What? Yeah, I said, what are your thoughts on the Yankees signing Carlos Rodón?
It was a good fit, but I think we could have got a better player. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Sam, I think said best. It's not bad, but we need to do more of this. Like, I think it's an excellent. Here's say, Sam. I think it's an excellent sign because now you probably have the best rotation in baseball. I mean, you got Cole, you already had Cole, you already had Severino, you had Nestor. Now you add Rodón type miss. You now have like probably the best rotation in baseball, or at the very least one of the best rotations in baseball. So I said before, like if I said before, Sam and Michael, you guys want bring Aaron. Yeah, bringing Aaron Judge back was amazing. Again, I was still when Judge came back, but they need to do more because just by bringing Aaron Judge back, you were essentially running back the same team next year. You need to do more to close the gap for the Houston Astros, and signing Carlos Rodón is a big first step in doing that. Now, that's the thing, Sam, and this is where you say you need to move towards this. That's the thing. It's only the first step. Like, I don't think the Yankees are done this offseason. I definitely think they should be done. I still think they have the very least need one more big impactful move before I'll say, okay, like they're ready to take on Houston. Sorry, go ahead, Michael. Sorry, I was brutally interrupted there. I was just answering Sam's question.
You good, bitch?
Blame Sam, not me.
Blaming both of you motherfuckers.
Go ahead, Michael.
You said you nailed it on the head, brother.
So you have no other thoughts on Rodón going to the Yankees? I'm disappointed. I thought you guys are actual Yankee fans. I'm just kidding. All right, Marcellus is gonna be joining. Marcellus is gonna be joining us soon. He just texted me, so just bear with me here. One more piece of Yankee news. Kind of that I just might as well just throw out there. What was it again? Oh yeah, because now Sam, when you say you need to do moves, I mentioned this last episode. I mentioned this like a couple episodes that Brian Reynolds, I thought Brian Reynolds is a potential trade possibility ever since he requested a trade from the Pirates. Now there's a lot of smoke about these potentially getting a deal with the Ferreros. Craig Carton, you guys know Craig Carton, like radio host. He said that he expects like things to get a deal done for Brian Reynolds. I was like, now Craig Carton, like as a source, Craig Carton is skeptical at best. So I don't know how much stock I put into that, but hey, but hey, just take it with a grain of salt. And then it came together this other today when John Morosi of the MLB Network reported that Yankees have been in contact with Brian Reynolds on recent weeks. So here's what this actually. This isn't something where the Yankees are just checking in on Brian Reynolds. To just see what the asking price is. No, there's actual trade discussions going on here between Yankees and Pirates to potentially bring Brian Reynolds to New York, to the Bronx. Now, does it guarantee anything will get done? No, but here's the thing, guys. And here's how I take it. And I could just be the optimist Yankee fan, like speaking right now. But I really think that if there was no chance the Yankees were gonna get Reynolds on the Pirates to trade Brian Reynolds, like like John Rosseri said, they would contact with the Pirates over recent weeks. Like if there's weeks going on right now of dialogue between the two teams, like do you really think the Pirates would be not interested at all in trading Brian Reynolds if there wasn't like this much dialogue? No, so this tells you that the Pirates at the very least open to trading Brian Reynolds, and as they said, you have to be optimistic because if you get Brian Reynolds, if you said for Sam they need to they need to do moves. They need to really have close the gap. Like Brian Reynolds would be the type of guy like that would really push the slap over the top. Switch head bat. Had an amazing season in 2021. Kind of took a step back in 2022, but was very solid. He would just be the perfect addition in left field. And if you're Yankees, anyone, I'll say anyone but Anthony Volpe should at the very least be on the table. If you're Yankees in terms of prospects.
Who would you give up for him?
Oh, Marcellus, I was just about to introduce you guys. Marcellus is joining the show. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
Damn, that was a surprise entrance.
What I miss?
We'll get to, I'll ask you about your Mets later on, Marcellus, trust me, but we're just chatting a bit about Brian Reynolds potentially going to the Yankees, and we already discussed Judge getting named captain after in the press conference or during press conference. So, Marcellus, we'll let you wrap up the Yankees talk and then we'll transition to the Mets. So, what are your thoughts on everything? Judge being named captain. All right, Sam, you're leaving. All right, Sam's left. He's not feeling well, so take care. So we'll make sure we'll get his bet later on. But Marcellus, did you have any thoughts? Any thoughts on the Reynolds rumors and Judge getting named captain?
I mean, I thought it was a no-brainer for you guys. You guys definitely had to do that. I think what the last captain you guys had was Jeter.
Yeah.
So, that's definitely a big accomplishment for Judge, but I think it was the right move. You guys had to do that. I think personally. I mean, other than that, we all know what Judge is capable of. You know, we all know what he can do coming off that great season that he had. So, you know, obviously it's gonna be hard to, repeat a season like that. But, it's obvious that he didn't want to leave. So, I mean, it's just I think it's really good for you guys. Definitely a good sign.
The good news was us he doesn't necessarily have to repeat last season. He just needs to show up in the playoffs. That's what they're paying this contract for. So they're paying this contract so Judge can help them win a World Series.
And he said not one but multiple. So
he said that that's his goal.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is I like the optimism there.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, you guys definitely need him, and if you guys can get Reynolds, that would definitely be the cherry on the top. But,
yeah.
Who knows?
And apparently, apparently this is where an absolute comes in. That John Morosi said that the Pirates look for pitching prospects in the deal, and the Yankees, and most of the Yankees' top prospects are position players. So that throws a loop in there. So, but the thing, the idea I had, Marcellus, is maybe you could do a 3-team deal where you give another team assets, and that team would help you out and give the Pirates top pitching prospect.
Yeah, more along with that, I also saw what the Pirates are looking for prospect pitcher, starting pitcher in return, but I don't think you guys even have anybody to offer.
Our best pitching prospect is Clark Schmidt. So that's the thing. Like that's the thing. Like now, maybe that could just be the Pirates leaking that for leverage, but leaking that for leverage. But I think it doesn't. I don't think it necessarily means that a trade can't happen. But I definitely think if you're a Yankees, you're probably gonna have to get creative and have to do like a 3-team deal. Maybe I have this idea. Maybe do you think I think maybe the Cardinals would be interested. Let's say you send the Cardinals Frankie Montas and Gleyber Torres. They send the Pirates a top pitching prospect, and then you send in your process to complete the package. So I think the Cardinals would be willing to do that because that way they'd be weakening a division rival, at least for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely think when you guys have the chance to improve and get a guy like Reynolds, you need to definitely kick tires on that because we all know what Reynolds can do. He's a very reliable bat, and who wouldn't want him? The guy especially needs somebody in that left.
He fit perfectly in the 3-hole between Judge and Stan. He fit perfectly in the 3-hole between Judge and Stan.
Mm-hmm. So too.
The only I think a reason says the only guy that I would look at least in terms of prospects, I would say, okay, this guy's untouchable. In Reynolds do is Anthony Volpe. That's the only guy I wouldn't trade.
Volpe's gonna be a stud.
Oh my god, I can't wait for him.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
He's gonna be a stud.
I can't wait.
Most definitely gonna be a stud, man.
Yeah.
I'm going on with that. Would you trade Torres anytime soon?
Here's what I'll say. I would trade Torres or Peraza. I wouldn't trade both. Only because at least one of them is going to be either your shortstop or second baseman next year. So at least one of them is going to be your shortstop or second baseman. So I would trade one and hold on to the other.
Yeah, that's my cousin something.
Go ahead.
Marcellus, you are the most luckiest bastard on the face of the human earth right now.
Yo.
Whoa.
You ready to transition, Marcellus? You ready to transition?
Let's transition.
All right. Well, we talked about it earlier. Carlos Correa going to the Mets.
That's
Marcellus?
No.
The floor is yours.
Oh, Adam, hold up. This man has hate Carlos Correa as much as I do. And now he's his biggest band fan. Shut the hell up. I'm done.
Look, Carlos Correa, baby. Look.
Oh, shit. about Carlos Correa on this show. And now he's his biggest fan, Marcellus. If you wear his jersey, I will disown you as my
Correa?
yeah.
Oh, you know I'm getting a Correa jersey.
You're
You know I'm getting one.
Adam fired his ass.
I got to.
I'm not going
He's
to.
on my team now. I got to support him.
You're trying to fire me on every episode. Fuck you, Adam.
He's on my
I'm
team
not a
now.
Carlos Correa fan, but I'm not gonna kick Marcellus off the show because he's excited about his Mets getting a big time player.
First of all, Adam, if I would have worn a Carlos Correa jersey, you would have fired me on the show.
I would not have fired you. I may have smacked you, but I wouldn't have fired you.
Adam, if you
Wait. Are you talking about if he signed with the Yankees?
No.
Oh. That's the thing. He's buying a Mets Carlos Correa jersey, not Astros Correa jersey. That's a completely different story.
If he bought an Astros jersey, if he bought an Astros Correa jersey,
then I would disown you. Yeah, but it's a completely different situation.
It's still Carlos Correa. We hate Carlos Correa.
I mean, I'm not a fan of him, but only because of the cheating and like what he said about Derek Jeter. But he's a stud baseball player. I'd take him on my team any day. He's a stud.
$5, Marcellus fell asleep.
Marcellus, I'm gonna tap you back in here. I'm gonna tap you back in here.
He's a stud, man. Look, that's definitely a move that had to be made. In Steve I trust. And Steve we trust, man. Look, he's honestly changing the way baseball is, man. It's crazy. Like he brought that. I don't care what I got to do to improve the team. I'm gonna improve the team. Kind of, mindset to this team, and I haven't really seen a GM like that or owner like that in the MLB for a while. I don't know if you guys have, but
we haven't seen something like this since George Steinbrenner.
Yeah, I think he's the modern day George Steinbrenner.
Oh, no doubt.
I think he is, and my favorite thing about Steve is he's always saying we're not done. So we'll see what happens next. I don't know what else we could add. I mean, we just got Joey Lucchesi, I think you say his name.
Yeah, you got him. That was part of the McCann trade, right?
No, we signed him. We don't know who the player is in that McCann trade yet, so it's the player to be named later.
Oh, okay.
We don't know who that player is yet.
So yeah,
I think it's probably a relief pitcher.
The fact that you guys reportedly aren't done. I mean, what's next? That's the only thing I can know. What's next? Right? I mean, there's rumors that you can get Liam Hendricks.
Actually, try to get Aaron Judge at him.
That's the thing. The fact I know there's reports that the Yankees Mets collusion thing turned out to be false, but the fact that Mets Steve Cohen spending this much money and he didn't go at the very least check in with Aaron Judge, that's a little fishy.
Definitely.
I mean, I don't think there's anything official there, but I do think that Steve Cohen House Timer are tight like that. That Steve Cohen in an unofficial way, didn't want to risk that I guess you could call alliance. I guess you could say, but I just didn't think Steve Cohen wanted to risk that.
I don't know, definitely.
But I want to ask you, Marcellus. We all know Carlos Correa is a shortstop. How do you feel about him transitioning to third base?
I think I think it will work out. I mean, he wanted to play with his guy Lindor. He said he was already willing to make that sacrifice to play third base. I think I read today that he said
third base. He's gonna play third base.
I think I read today that he's pretty much said that he was, excited for that transition. He feels like it'll make him become a better defender, more disciplined.
Yeah,
so,
every time a New York team goes from a shortstop, goes to a third baseman on a team, they win a World Series. I know it happens in New York. When we got
Well,
A-Rod,
A-Rod did that, and look what happened. A-Rod transitions that they're basically look what happened. The Yankees won a World Series in 2009.
I'm thinking it may happen for the Mets. They may win a World Series.
Yeah, I said for Marcellus, I think that right now you guys are a team to be in the National League.
Definitely.
I don't know about all Major League Baseball because I don't think you can count the Astros out, but really in the National League at least, like what's the better name the better team in the National League all around? I know the Padres is up there. The Phillies are gonna be up there. You can't count the Braves. You can't count the Dodgers, but it's a lower National League. But I just think among all these National Leagues, I definitely think you guys are right now top dog, at least on paper.
Definitely. Who's gonna beat us?
Well, that's the only thing, Marcellus. That you know what happened. You know what happened last year with the debacle against the Padres. Like you got Steve Cole in the front office. They did their job. Now the players have to go out there and do their job.
You know what, man? It's all good. We'll play the season out because next year we'll have Ohtani in that jersey too.
Oh, honestly, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised.
If Ohtani comes to Mets, Adam, I may become a Mets fan.
If Ohtani goes to the Mets, I mean. You got the only thing I would watch out for is that the Dodgers have been quiet this offseason. The Dodgers have been very quiet, and those rumors is that they're going to go really, really hard after Ohtani.
Most definitely.
So I'm leaning towards Ohtani going to the Dodgers right now. I'm not saying that you guys will definitely be out back. I think you guys will definitely be very, very much in on Ohtani. So that I personally think that Ohtani is probably going to go to the Dodgers. That's where I'm leaning at least.
So too.
All right, guys. Any final thoughts on Correa going to the Mets?
Love it.
There's only much more they could. And that's the big thing. Like, bring back Nimmo was great. Bring back getting Verlander to replace DeGrom was great. Bring back Diaz and help out the Bull was great. The Mets needed an impact bat. They desperately needed an impact bat in that lineup. And Correa fits that like a glove. Because before you were basically just running it back with the same group. Now you're taking a step forward. It's like we said with the Yankees. When the Yankees brought back Aaron Judge, it's like, okay, that's great, but you're basically running back the same team. Now when you add Rodón and you hopefully add a left fielder, hopefully add Reynolds or a different left fielder, then you start closing the gap. So then you start getting better. And right now you can without a doubt say the Mets have gotten drastically better.
Definitely, and we got David Robinson too. We're improving the pitching. We're doing what we gotta do, and let's ride this season. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. It's gonna be interesting. Before we get to the hot take, we gotta talk about. I was really looking forward to us going straight to the hot take after this episode, but unfortunately, we gotta talk about this story that just broke. I'm literally probably gonna talk about for like a couple minutes, and then we're gonna move on. Trevor Bauer. Apparently, Trevor's because he was suspended for 2 seasons. Was it 300? It's 324 games. But apparently an arbitrator apparently Bowser's appeal went through and then his suspension turned out to be 194 games and which is all the time he missed from last year to this year. And Trevor Bauer will be reinstated starting next year.
It's a bad move.
Yeah, I'm confused because what in the investigation could have that they didn't know before because they found enough MLB found enough evidence to give this guy 324 games. What new evidence could have come out that could have reduced it? That's my question.
Yeah, there's probably something along the lines that we didn't know. Maybe he just has a great lawyer.
Probably that's it. That's probably because unfortunately Trevor Bauer was like a multimillionaire. He probably hired a really good lawyer on his end. But I mean, like, I mean, it's unfortunate. I mean, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that this dude's getting kind of left the hook here, but apparently the Dodgers have they have until January 6th to officially announce whether or not they're going to keep him. Apparently the Dodgers do plan to release him, so hopefully hopefully that's the case. Because if you're the Dodgers, you honestly cannot even consider bringing this dude back. I mean, are you kidding me? He's owed like what, $20 million? $20 million. He has credible sexual assault allegations against them, and even more so, he's had credible sexual assault allegations against them. Like he's had multiple bigoted comments on Twitter. He arrested someone on Twitter once. The guy's just an absolute sociopath. And here's a cherry on top. You guys remember when the news first broke that he was getting put on administrative leave? His own teammates didn't want him back. His own freaking teammates didn't want him back. So, I mean, if you're the Dodgers, this is a no-brainer. This is a no-brainer. You cut this guy loose, and if there's a team that's really foolish, if there's a team out there that hope that it better not be Yankees, whatever you do not go near this guy. I'd rather you guys do nothing than go near this guy. Let's just make that perfectly clear. But if you're a Dodgers, release this guy, and if another like stupid team wants to take a chance on him, then you know what? That's their problem. Sorry, rant over. I mean, Michael, do you have Michael Marcellus, like whatever thoughts you have on this, just get them out now so we can move on.
I got a load that I can say about $10.
Go ahead.
He's a scumbag. He's bad. I want to kill him if I was allowed to. I have 2 sisters and 2 nieces now. Now, Marcellus, because you have a sister as well. I will kill anybody that will put my family in jail.
Of course.
We will kill. So, Trevor Bauer, if you are heard this, you made an enemy out of me. Because we don't play with women, the guys that win. That's correct. We don't do that. Trevor Bauer, if you watch this, I wish I could take you to the back alley and beat the snot out of you. If I was allowed. You are the scum of the earth, as your platform to abuse women. You're a douchebag. Adam.
Yeah.
If I was allowed to do the purge on somebody and get away with it without going to jail for 24 hours, Trevor Bauer would be on my hit list.
Without a doubt.
He would be number 1. But if I was allowed to kill someone and get away with it, Trevor Bauer would be number 1.
All right. All right. Are you guys ready to move on? Any final thoughts on this? All right, good. Michael, you're done, right? All right, good. But all right, guys, you know what time it is? It's time right now for the hot take of the episode. So Sam went last time. But he's not here. Alex could go, but he's not here. So this is gonna come down to family. This one's gonna come down to family, guys. This is gonna come down to either Michael or myself. This is gonna be either one of your hot takes.
I haven't heard a hot take from Mike in a minute, I feel like.
Oh yeah, it's been a while since we heard a hot take from Michael, so I'm sure Marcellus, you're gonna be motivated to see him win this one, right? See a wheel that on him.
Yeah, man. Mike, I know you got something cooking up.
All right. All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Wheel is
Yeah.
spinning, starting now. The hot take for episode 133 will be done by Michael Cunningham.
That's some bullshit. You put some hacks on me. You put some hacks. You put an X. I believe it landed on Marcellus.
You believe I'm texting proof right now to the business chat. I'll send it to the business chat. It's kind of like a business that we're doing here. There you go.
My hot take is for the day.
All right, you got all right. All right, here we go. The segment of the show that is like colon stockings and presents under Christmas trees. Mike's hot take. Mike, I'm taking it away.
My hot take. I really don't have a hot take. I'm surprisingly hot.
You don't have a hot take?
Nah, I got one. I'm gonna say that the Knicks have the best fan base of all time.
Automatic disapprove, but go ahead.
Are you kidding me? All right, that's not my hot take. That was my fucking.
Okay. I can't approve something that's false. Just so you know, I can't approve something that's false.
Have the best fan base ever.
You guys literally can't stop bitching about Kevin Durant going to the Nets. Kevin Durant literally lives rent free in your heads. That's the rent free in your heads. Like, do you see Nets fans complain about the Knicks? No, you don't. So that alone disqualify you from being a great fan. You guys act like you're this historic franchise. You haven't won on anything since 1973. You act like you're Yankees. Best fan base. Give me a break.
My hot take.
All right, do your actual hot take.
My hot take is Adam's a piece of shit.
What?
That's my hot take. Why Adam is a piece of shit.
I don't even. I'll say that is a hot take, but still disapprove.
The reason why I'll kill Trevor Bauer. That's my hot take.
The reasons why I mean, as much as I would love for you to do that. I mean, I would approve it, but still, it's gotta be like something else. It's gotta be sports topic.
Come on, Adam. Why don't I'm gonna say that Kobe Bryant is more famous than Derek Jeter.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll listen.
I say Kobe Bryant is more famous than Derek Jeter. I love Derek Jeter. They're two of my favorite athletes of all time. They're right underneath Jesus. But however, I think if you talk about fan base, Kobe played a bigger market than Derek did. Kobe had a little bit more scandals than Derek did. However, Kobe made movies, made the one asset. I think that's what for the people. They did a lot more. They did a lot for the community. But I gotta go with Kobe because Kobe, owned a lot of sports teams, got more help than Derek did. Derek did commercial, but I think that Kobe Bryant is more well known than Derek Jeter. I think if Derek Jeter would die, like God forbid, if Derek Jeter would die, he would be more well known than Kobe. But Kobe was like a one name person, We think of like when you hey, I'm known by one name, like Kobe. He was known as Kobe. He didn't know him as Bryant. He known him as Kobe. Derek Jeter, you know him as one, two person, like thing. I just need you logic, my boy. Adam, you died?
What?
I just want to make sure you're still alive. Okay.
I'm alive. Yeah. Continue. All right. Are you done, or are you going to continue? You're done. Okay. Marcellus, I want you to go first here. His hot take was Kobe Bryant's more famous than Derek Jeter.
Yeah. I honestly, damn. That's a toss up. I mean, yeah. That's a good one actually, because we all know the impact that Derek Jeter had for the Yankees and the baseball world, but Kobe Bryant's impact was, I feel like, even way more influential. Man, people in Italy knew about him. Everywhere overseas knew about Kobe. Everybody knew about Kobe. You know what I mean? When you're throwing trash out, what do you always say? You say Kobe. You know what I mean? You don't. You know what I'm saying? You don't. How can I word this? There's no way you're hitting a ball, like a paper ball or something, into a garbage can.
Jeter.
And you're saying Jeter. Exactly. So that's a good one. I like that one, actually. Interesting.
So you're approving?
I'll prove it. That's interesting.
All right.
Good one. That's a good one. I like that.
All right.
Adam, if you disapprove because you're a Derek Jeter fan, that's fine.
This is something where here's the thing. My heart right now is telling me to disapprove because guys, just take a look. Hall of Fame patch, Derek Jeter. That's literally what I'm wearing right now. So part of me wants to disapprove this so badly, because I am just one of the biggest Derek Jeter fans. I'm one of the biggest Derek Jeter fans on the planet. Really, I'm one of the biggest Derek Jeter fans on the planet. And honestly, growing up, I'm gonna be honest. Growing up, I always knew who Derek Jeter was. Like I knew who Derek Jeter was since I was 5 years old. So I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know who Kobe was until high school. That was my first. I ain't learned about Kobe until high school, but high school. So again, that's just my opinion. The fact that I grew up a Yankee fan is probably what is probably plays a role in that, but on that. So that's just my thing. But here's the thing, like here's the reason why I'm gonna approve Michael. I just here's the reason why what I'm debating is because I feel like back then during Jeter's era, baseball. Here's why I'm going to disapprove.
Disapproving of my hot take? Are you fucking?
Let me explain. Can I explain? Here's why I'm leaning disapprove. It's not official yet, Michael. It's not official yet. Here's why I'm leaning right now. Baseball, at least during Kobe's era, at least during Kobe's era, I feel like baseball is still more possible sport than baseball. Now, nowadays, I'm not denying basketball so popular, at least in America, but back then, when Derek Jeter was winning all those World Series championships, back then baseball was still the second biggest sport, or the only sport was football. Back then, baseball was still was still a bigger sport. Let me ask you one question. Are you talking about who's more famous now or who's more famous overall?
Overall.
Okay, because I feel like right now I would say Kobe's more famous, but if we're talking overall, like their entire careers, I feel like over his career, I feel like Jeter was a bit more famous.
Adam, stop being biased as a Yankee fan for 1 second, and I'm a Yankee fan. Be realistic.
Because again, like this is just strictly my own experience. I don't know for sure because I say this was my own experience, but I remember Jeter being more popular than Kobe. Again, this was just my experience. Like I don't really I didn't learn about Kobe until I was in high school.
Because you weren't a basketball fan. If you would have asked anybody that knew Kobe Bryant, they would have said, "Yep, we know Kobe." I'm telling you, bro. Trust me on this. I know you want to say no. This will take me down.
All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. Since I'm not educated enough on this topic, I'm gonna withdraw my vote for now, and I'm gonna ask Sam.
No, don't be a dick. You approve.
All right, all right. So I'm gonna.
Approve.
How about this? I'll make you a deal. I'll let you know. I'll let you know where Sam. I'm gonna ask Sam for his approval, and after he gets it, and I'll let you know mine.
Vote already. My God. I have a heart attack already, man.
Oh, let me take it right now. Hey, Michael, the hot take.
Bias BS, Marcellus.
All right, you know what? I'll make these. I'll approve it. All right, you happy?
Cause you saying some biased bullshit. Marcellus, you there?
What's up? See there?
You got him so pissed.
I'm here.
Made him fall asleep with your bias.
Okay.
I'm here.
Made him fall asleep.
All right.
Nah, I'm here. I ain't fall asleep.
All right. Guess what, guys?
What?
We are gonna move on to Marcellus' favorite part of the show, or maybe Marcellus' least favorite part of the show.
What's the least
Oh,
favorite
Sam got his vote and approved. He approved.
Everyone was gonna approve, man.
Yeah, all right, but here's Marcellus. It's gonna be Marcellus is gonna either be your favorite part of the show or your least favorite part of the show. You know what I'm talking about?
What is it?
It's time for Zach Wilson's slander hours.
Fuck Zach Wilson.
All right, you know what happened? Thursday Night Football wrapped up like almost a half hour after we did this podcast, and the Jets got blown out by the Jacksonville Jaguars. And and guys, there's no I don't think you even needed to watch this game. You just need to look on Twitter to find out the reason why they lost this game. And wanna know why? The number 2 overall pick, Zach Wilson, know what he did? He stopped. He shit the bed.
Dude sucks, bro. We were 7-4. This is really hard to believe. We were 7-4 before Mike White. You know, he was dealing with all these injuries and shit. You know, 7-4. Looked like we were going to the playoffs. Actually, what's funny about it is that Wilson as a starter was 5-3. And then it's like he comes back, he doesn't know how to play football anymore. Man, he sucks. Terrible. He needs to be released. I don't even know why he's getting benched or anything. He just needs to be released. Have it with him.
Honestly, yeah. At this must you want to know the best part? Apparently he was just sitting there in the press conference. He was laughing and chuckling during the press conference. I mean, I would say this I think that you can agree. This is the final nail in the coffin for Zach Wilson's Jets career.
Can I add on to Zach Wilson? He's overrated. Quarterback. He's a piece of shit. He doesn't know how to play half the time. He just stands into the pocket like a dumbass.
I just texted to Cash Chat Marcellus.
That's the biggest asshole. Marcellus, we're supposed to be Christians, Marcellus. We're supposed to be Christians. We're raised as Christians. But watching him.
Let me take a look at that.
Yeah, you could take a look at that right now. But this, I think I'm gonna be honest. I think regardless if Mike White's healthy or not, you can't let Zach Wilson start this game. Next game, you can't let anyone at this point. It's like I was just saying I take if you're a Jets fan, you take anyone else. You've got to move on from Zach Wilson. Like now, I'm not saying release him, Marcellus, because here's the thing. You know what happened with Sam Morell. You know what happened with Josh Rosen. There's a team out there that will probably give you some draft conversations that will take a chance on him. I guarantee you there will be a team out there that will give you like I don't know, a day two, maybe a couple day or maybe a day three pick. Like they'll give you some draft conversations for Zach Wilson. So, but I think right now like it's all but sealed. Like this by no later I'll tell you right now, Marcellus, by no later than the draft next year, Zach Wilson will be traded.
You better be.
Get whatever you can for buy a team that will take a chance on him and just get because it's not gonna work here. Maybe he goes out there and maybe he has success someplace else. He's not gonna have success here. I mean the guy not only has he underperformed, but here's the thing, he doesn't have the excuse like that he doesn't have enough help around him. He's look at the ones he has. He's got Garrett Wilson, he's got Elijah Moore, he's got dynamic he's got a dynamic right back. He's got everything like a quarterback could want for, and he still can't perform. You can't use like, he doesn't have enough help because he has help. Daniel Jones wishes he had the support as that Zach Wilson has.
Right.
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with us. I'm gonna ask you. You put Daniel Jones on the Jets roster, the Jets are a playoff team. And now, I'm not saying that Daniel Jones is like amazing or anything, but
Danny Dimes.
You put Danny Dimes on the Jets roster, the Jets are a playoff team. Because Zach Wilson just stinks.
I think the Jones and Wilson connection would be valid, but I mean we need Lamar Jackson, man. That's really who I think we should go and pursue.
I don't think you guys will be Lamar Jackson, but right now, at least for the next couple of games, I think for the rest of the season, because now at this point, I'm sorry, I just don't see there's any way you guys make class. I think you guys once you get Mike White back, you roll it back with them, and then like if you can't get Lamar Jackson, then I think because Mike White's a free agent, I think you sign him to like maybe a 1-year deal or maybe like a deal. A 1-year deal with the option for next year, and you see what Mike White's got. Because one thing's for sure, we all know who the anti quarterback is not. It's not Zach Wilson.
No, he sucks, man. Garbage. Zach Wilson's garbage, man. I got no words to even say on him. That's how garbage he is.
Yeah, with all his blunders and press conferences this year, the guy shown no leadership. It's like, yeah, it's like,
He has that smirk on his face, man.
It's like the guy just doesn't get it.
Yeah.
He doesn't get on the field. He doesn't get off the field.
Immature, man. He's garbage.
And it really shows you because you know who was on the quarterback on the other end?
Who?
Trevor Lawrence. And Zach was picked 2 overall, Trevor Lawrence picked 1st overall. So not getting I will say this though, not getting Trevor Lawrence in that draft process, it's coming back to bite you guys. Because dude, could you imagine Trevor Lawrence in this offense?
I would rather take Fields, but Trevor Lawrence would be.
Fields is good as well, but Trevor Lawrence has just been a stud.
Yeah, he's unreal.
He's showing you why he was so high thought out of coming out of college. I mean, he had an amazing game, but it was still Thursday. It was Thursday football, so not exactly the best circumstance. He still threw for over 200 yards. 20 for 30 20 for 30 20 complete 20 passes in 31 attempts, and he had a rushing touchdown. Like, he's showing you why he was so highly regarded coming out of college.
Definitely.
I mean,
I remember
Michael,
that. I
you're
remember
also
that
Jets fan
draft.
here. Do you have any thoughts on this?
I'm about to say, I remember that draft like it happened yesterday, man. Once we picked Zach Wilson, I was just like, why? Oh,
I'm gonna be
what?
honest. I was a fan of him coming out of college. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was a fan of him coming out of college. Turns out I was wrong.
Nah,
And
man,
that's thing,
because
it has nothing. That's the thing, Marcellus. It has nothing to do with like arm. The guy legitimately has the big time playmaking ability, but he's just, like the guy's just he has a lot of work to do in terms of maturity and leadership. He's got a lot of work to do.
nah, yeah, he
Again, maybe he
definitely does.
figures it out someplace else, but it's not going to be here.
Nah, I don't think it should be.
It should. And it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. And even if you're a Jets, like, and let's say he does go out there and and balls out someplace else. Even if that does happen, it's just like I still would be it's like I still like think the Jets would be left off here because at that point, like what evidence do you have that it would have happened here? Even if he does go ourselves, it's just gonna say like, oh, what evidence do you have that it would have happened here?
Um,
It's like
I mean,
my goodness.
I just can't stand to watch the guy play, man. I don't even watch the games whenever he starts because
Well,
I already know it's gonna be a loss. No, I mean it's just
yeah,
horrible, horrible, man. Because like there's a lot of the season was very promising, man. I mean we have the Pro Bowler and probably defensive rookie of the year in Sauce Gardner, which is good. He's honestly outstanding. I mean the defense this year, we were on that little streak. Our defense was great. That's
yeah.
why
Zach Wilson got benched for Chris Shriveler.
and he looked better.
And he looked better. He looked better. Marcellus, I'm gonna be honest. Did you even know who Chris Lever was coming into this
No
day?
idea. Couldn't even tell you who I was.
No, exactly. And he goes out there and he looks better than Zach Wilson. I mean, it's just like, oh my god. Again, Michael, do you have any thoughts on this so we can move on if we could stop talking about Zach Wilson already? What?
Wilson is trash. He's an overrated piece.
He's not even overrated. He's just bad.
It really wasn't. It really wasn't fair. Wilson wasn't there because really is fair. He's the all-season place of the league. Terrible quarterback. He should release the judge. Yeah. Wilson. Amen. That's my song. Word of your mother.
All right. All right, to close out the show, you guys want to talk a little bit of NBA?
Basketball is my favorite sport. I like when they dribble up and down the court.
Michael, you're just gonna rap for the rest of the episode.
Yeah, I was singing the first part, first of all.
Because you know what happened, Michael? Your Knicks finally lost.
We had an 8-game winning streak. That was impressive.
Yeah, 8 games. That was impressive. I'll give you that. That was impressive, and you can't be too bummed about that loss. Who would you guys lose to again?
The Raptors.
Yeah, you got probably lost again. I mean, the Raptors. I mean, you guys were eventually going to lose the game eventually, but still, 8-game winning streak. That's really, really impressive for you guys.
Jalen Brunson's going to win Most Improved Player of the Year. Mark my word.
He's going to win what? Most improved. I can see it. Jalen Brunson's been balling out for you guys.
The most improved player. Just watch.
Go ahead.
I mean, him, and I'm going to say this on record. John Bryant is going to be the defensive of the year. Watch that. Adam, I don't think KD is not even a runner for MVP.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Jalen Brunson's been balling out. Julius Randle's been a lot better. I feel like you guys right now have a big three of Randle, RJ Barrett, and like your big three of Randle, Barrett, and Brunson. Like that's a really, really solid big three. I mean, RJ Barrett's been balling, Julius Randle's been balling, Jalen Brunson's been balling. You guys have a really nice core there. The one missing piece you guys have is you gotta find a way to get that superstar. I think you guys are a really good team. Like, are you guys? I'm still not. Mike, I definitely think you guys will be up at the very least a playing team or at most a playoff team. But are you guys right now anywhere close to Boston? Are you guys anywhere close to Milwaukee or even Brooklyn?
Adam. Remember what happened in 2021 when the Knicks went to the 14 and won a 20-game winning streak?
Yeah, I remember that.
We weren't even supposed to make the playoffs that year. We ended up being the 14th seed. History will repeat itself, Adam. I'm going to say this. Jalen Brunson is going to continue to improve. Improve every year.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are still it's been impressive. It's been impressive to see here to see. But again, the one thing is you guys gotta find a way to get that superstar. I think you guys are a superstar away from really become legitimate title contenders. Now, who the superstar is? Did you guys hear the report about Trae Young? That apparently he like wants out of Atlanta. That would be something I think you guys should be interested in. Because I think Trae Young could be that like that star player for you guys.
The Knicks killer Trae Young.
Could you imagine? Yeah, could you imagine like the Knicks killer Trae Young going to the getting traded to the Knicks? Could you imagine that? That'd be something. Knicks fans would be going, "Fuck Trae Young!" To oh my god, we love you, Trae Young. That'd be something.
Most definitely.
Part of me wants that to happen just for the chaos.
Yeah, most definitely. I think that would. I mean, Trey's a dog, man. He's a killer. He's cold-blooded killer. I think he would fit very well. Fit very well with us.
All right, now let me ask you, Marcellus, who would you not give up in a trade for Trae Young?
Who would I not give up in a trade for Trae Young?
Or who would you give up? Let me ask you that as specifically. Who would you get up?
Probably quickly Obi Toppin. Couple of picks. You know, you gotta add the picks in there.
All right, let me. Obviously, it's gonna take a bullet traffic. But here's the thing. Let me ask you this, Marcellus and Michael.
Evan Fournier.
Here's the thing. Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson, RJ Barrett. Two of them have to be traded to get Trae Young. Who are you keeping of those three?
I'm trading Randle as soon as I can.
Trade Randle, but you have to also trade here's the thing, you have to trade one of Brunson or Barrett as well. So between Brunson and Barrett, who would you trade?
Uh,
You have to
tough.
trade one of them.
It's tough because I really love how Brunson is playing for us, but I mean, obviously we'll be undersized, so I guess I have to give up Brunson even though I don't want to. But we would just be too undersized.
Because they Brunson's 6'1", so I don't think that. Like, and RG Barrett's 6'6", so I think RG Barrett would be the guy that you'd have to hold on to. But they may ask for RG Barrett because RG Barrett's younger.
It's definitely.
So, I mean, we'll have to see what happens on that front. All right, Michael, do you have any final Knicks thoughts?
I would say that we may probably make the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah. All right. Like, it's time to wrap up the show now. Before we get to our bets, guys, I hope you guys notice the Knicks aren't the only New York basketball team to go on a winning streak. My Brooklyn Nets won 7 in a row. And what else can I say other than I am just thrilled with how this team is playing? Kevin Durant has been balling. Kyrie Irving has been balling. You're getting great minutes out of Steph Curry. You're getting great minutes out of Royce O'Neal. Nicholas Claxton has been a beast. Oh my god, how good has Nick Claxton been? But right now, I'm gonna be honest, guys. Like with the way this team is playing, because of his thing, the Nets have what the Knicks don't. The Nets have star power. Kyrie, say whatever you want about all his antics. On the court, he's a beast. Kevin Durant right now is looking like a legitimate MVP candidate. Those are two guys. Those are two stars. One star, one superstar. Those are two things that the Knicks don't have. The Nets have legitimate star power, and Jacques Vaughn has done an amazing job. He's showing you what if you want to say, oh, you felt Steve Nash wasn't the problem or wasn't a big part of the problem. He was a big part of the problem. Because look at how well this team is played without Steve Nash. Jacques Vaughn has just done such an unbelievable job coaching this team. I give a lot of credit to them. And right now, I'm gonna be honest, guys. This isn't a hot take. I'm gonna be honest right now, guys. Name a team in the Eastern Conference that's better than that's not named Milwaukee or Boston. I think the Nets right now are a top 3 team in the East. I mean, right now they're giving half behind Cleveland, but right now, those two, if the Cavaliers and the Nets face each other in a 7-game series, I would take the Nets. I like the Nets' chances in that series. Because who does Cleveland have? Cleveland has Donovan Mitchell, and that's it. I mean, yeah, they have Jared Allen, and they also have Garland, so I take that back. But really, the only true star they have is Donovan Mitchell.
Well, definitely. The East is a dogfight. It's always going to be a dogfight. Surprisingly, Milwaukee's not looking too hot right now, and Boston just lost to the Pacers.
I mean, Boston's not looking too good. Milwaukee's still okay.
They're doing all right.
In the last 10 games, they've what 7-3.
Yeah, they're doing all right. Interesting enough.
Let me check.
I think the Celtics are 1-6.
Yeah, Celtics have fallen off a little here.
Surprising.
Yeah, tomorrow night, Bucks Nets. That's gonna be a huge game. If the Nets find a way to win that game, then who in the East can they not beat? That would be it. That the next two games, Nets Cavaliers. Nets need to take at least one of those games.
At least.
Because now that you've gotten this winning streak, you need to make a statement victory. You need to go out there because let's face it, I don't know how they went on this winning streak, but they faced a lot of like weak competition. They faced the Hornets, like the Hawks, the Pacers. They have faced steep competition. Now with the schedule getting tougher, now's where the Nets have to go out there and show up there for real. Go out there and beat the Bucks and beat the Cavaliers, and then you'll officially say to the rest of the league, "Hey, come get us! Like we're here. Like
Right.
You can't take us lightly."
It's definitely not.
We gotta give a shout out to the 76ers too, because they're on a big winning streak. They won 6 in a row, and Embiid has been balling. Joel Embiid, what can you say about him that you haven't erased it? He's just a monster. So, not much you can say there other than, guys. Does it feel good? Like all three of our basketball teams, all of our basketball teams, because Sam's a Pelicans fan, all of our basketball teams are doing well. Isn't it great? Isn't it wonderful?
Yeah, you can't really say that too often, so I think it is.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They all played well in like the 2020, 2021 season as well, but this year has just been special, man.
I agree on that. It's wide open too.
Yeah, the East is definitely the East is definitely all wide open. It's gonna be very interesting to watch. Like I'm really looking at it. The Devils have been great. Granted, Devils had a bad losing streak, but they just snapped it recently with a big win over Florida. They've had an amazing season. The Islanders and Rangers have been doing great as well. The Flyers stink, so forget about them. The Jets, their playoff just done. But aside from that, look at the state of New York, New Jersey, Philly sports. The Yankees and the Mets are making big moves. The Giants are lucky going to make the playoffs, and their future's right. Even then, so the Jets' future is right as well. The Knicks, Nets, and 36ers are all balling. The Rangers, Islanders, and Devils are all playing well. Oh my god, guys, we've been waiting a long time for this. Because for a while, it really seemed like a lot. It really feels like there's a handful of our teams are good. Now all of our teams are good at once. Like, oh my god, guys, doesn't it feel great? Isn't it wonderful?
I think it is. It's very wonderful.
Yeah. All right, guys, you know what time it is? It is time right now to move on to our bets of the episode. So, really quick recap of last episode. I lost my bet. I had Nets over Warriors money line and Kevin Durant over 27.5 points. Nets beat the Warriors, but Kevin Durant scored the under, so that wrecked my parlay. Alex, I'm pretty sure knows bet Suns over Lakers, Cavs over Jazz, Hawks over Magic. He adds 11.43 points. Sam nailed his bet. He had Bucks over Pelicans, and Pelicans over Spurs. I'm pretty sure he nailed his bet. Did the Pelicans beat the Spurs? I'm pretty sure they did.
Brad Bill had 40.
Yeah, they did. They did.
CJ McCollum had 40.
No, CJ would come at 40. Oh my goodness.
He had 40.
Yeah, so he adds 14.34 points. Marcellus, you had Knicks over Warriors. You add 5.5 points. Michael, you lost your bet. Pablo Banchero, Sky Barnes, Alvaro Jackson State. Both Pablo Banchero and Sky Barnes did not score their second point though. So sorry, Michael, but that wrecked your parlay. Hey, no, you lost. You lost your parlay. All right. Unfortunately, I haven't done the official point calculators, but I can do the official. But I do have the star totals in front of me. So I'll do that. Michael, you may or remain in first place. First in point record, first in points for 8 stars. Marcellus, you are now you still remain in second place, but you're tied with you have the second best record, but you fall down points to fourth place for 4 stars. Stan remains in third place. He's third in record, third in points, and third in total stars. Alex is in fourth place, second in record, fifth in record, second in points for 3 stars, and I'm in last place. Fourth in record, fifth in points for 1 star. All right, you guys ready for me to do my bet?
I'm ready.
All right, so I have 2 bets that I'm cooking up here. I got 2 bets that I'm cooking up here. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna take the Nets over the Bucks money line. You know what? Should I just say F and just go completely chaotic? You guys want me to do that? I'm in last place anyway, so you know what? I may as well just go down fighting. Really, what do I have to lose? Actually, I'm last in record because Alex tied me. So no, I have no stars. Forgive me on that. I have no stars. I have absolutely no stars. Forgive me on that. So you know what? I may as well just completely go all out and just say F it. So here's what I'm gonna do, guys. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the Nets. I'm gonna take the Nets over the Bucks, and I'm gonna take the Devils over the Bruins. Should I leave it at that? I'm not gonna leave that because even then, there's no way I could pass Marcellus. So I need something bigger. What should I do here? I'm not taking the Giants. What, plus 3.5? No way. That's a trap game for me. I'm staying far away from that. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the Bengals over the Patriots spread. -3. I like the Bengals to cover that number fairly easily. So here's I bet: Nets over Bucks, Devils over Bruins, and Bengals over Patriots on the spread. All right, we have Sam's bet. Sam's taking Pelicans and Bucks money line, and let me just read out. I also have Alex's bet. Let me read out Alex's bet here. Let me just pull it up. He's taking Houston over Louisiana money line, Wake Forest over Missouri money line, and San Diego State over Middle Tennessee State money line. All right, Marcellus, you're up. What you got?
Let's see. Did Mike go yet?
No? Mike didn't go yet. It's our last bet of 2022. Make it count.
Wow. Right. Let me you know what? I might do some Might do some NFL for this one. I'm going to take the Chargers on the spread.
All right, Chargers on the spread. Gotcha.
And what else? I'm gonna parlay it with the Titans spread over the Houston Texans as well.
Gotcha.
And that's it for me.
Okay. All right, Mr. Ringleader, you're up. Last up. Go ahead, Michael.
Down situation.
What'd you say?
I'm down bad right now. I'm down bad.
You lost one bet and you're down bad. Come on. You're still in first place. You're still a ringleader and you're down bad. Give me a break, Michael.
This would be. I was going to call Alex out, but he didn't want to do the Eagles Cowboys game like a little bitch. So I'm not going to do that. No one going ahead with me. Damn, I think he's yellow. You know what I mean?
What are you gonna do?
Alex is yellow. I'm a challenge Mr. Rich. Tell him to pick the Eagles money line against my Cowboys. Christmas Eve, this Saturday, when we in Dallas, Texas, bitch. You're at our house. He has a center ball, Alex. If you're watching, we have a center ball.
I just texted him right now. Michael is challenging you to take Eagles. So you gonna take the Cowboys? Money line or spread?
I'll take it. Yeah, I want his answer. I'm gonna go with Jalen Brunson. Give me 6 or more.
Jalen Brunson, how many points or more?
6.
How many assists or more? I can't hear you.
6 assists or more.
Jalen Brunson, 6+ assists. Okay.
I'm gonna go with Pascal Siakam to give me 20 points.
He says I'm sticking with my parlay.
I got Siakam scored 20 points or more.
Siakam scored 20 points or more.
And I'm gonna go with Donovan Mitchell scored me 20 points or more.
25? Wait, I couldn't hear you. 20? 20, right? Give me a thumbs up if it's 20. Okay. Donovan Mitchell, 20 points or more.
And I feel like the lead course of the group. Now, hear that song, man.
All right, guys. That's all for our best. That's all for this episode, guys. Like I said before, I can't believe it's the last episode of 2022. Yeah. Can you believe it? It's been such an amazing year for in sports, but it's just been such an amazing year for this podcast. Obviously, we're with our move to Anchor, us doing like us expanding the YouTube content. Like, oh my gosh, it's been the first full. Can you believe it? It's been 2022 was the first full year we've been doing this podcast. Like, it's the first full calendar year because remember we started in 2021 in March. This is the first full calendar year we've been doing this podcast. So, guys, I just want to just give yourselves a pat back, a round of applause. We made it through the whole year doing this podcast. Yeah. We got. So you guys know we are gonna be taking a bit of a hiatus until New Year. So no new episodes next week. So we expect our next episode to be up January 2nd, correct? It'll either be January 2nd or January 3rd because we all know because because New Year's Day may get involved with our plans. But yeah, our next episode will either be up January 2nd or January 3rd. So look forward to that. But guys, I mean, are you guys looking forward to the holiday weekend and the New Year? I know I am. I know I am. We're gonna go. Mike. I know I am. We're going out for dinner on Christmas Eve. We're baking cookies on Christmas Eve, and I'm gonna wrap up my Christmas movie marathon, and I'm gonna watch the Giants. And I'm gonna watch the Giants.
You gonna stay out for Santa Claus too, Adam?
I used to do that when I was a kid. But back when I was a kid, I used to stay awake and I would peek and watch Santa Claus come in and deliver presents. Yes, and by the way, yes, I actually saw the real Santa Claus in the flesh dropping presents under my Christmas tree. I have it on tape. If I ever get a chance, I'll show it to you, Michael. I've got video proof. Hey, Michael. You're a doubter. You don't believe. You're a doubter. You don't believe.
Santa Claus is I believe there's a black Santa Claus, not a white.
All right, Michael, are you guys doing anything special for Christmas? Oh, but then we're going to see a tree tree as well. We're going to see a tree as well. So can't wait for that. Michael, we can't really hear you.
My family.
Yeah.
Going to be at my uncle's house eating some fish, some collard greens, some pig feet, some beans.
Yeah. Well, Michael, we really hope you enjoyed that. Marcellus, are you guys doing anything for the holidays?
Just be going to my girl's grandma's house Christmas Eve. On Christmas, I'm going to Grandma Ivy's house, Mike. Actually, Christmas Day.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Well, I realize that sounds great. I really hope you guys have an amazing time.
Yeah, I hope you do too.
Yeah, really. So really, to obviously to Alex and Sam and to you, Michael and Marcellus, and to all listeners, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy holidays for whatever you celebrate, and of course, we all wish everyone a very happy New Year. So we look forward to seeing y'all in 2023. But until then, that's it. This is episode 133 of the Game Gap Podcast. Here's truly, Adam Grassani, Michael Cunningham, Marcellus, Murdock, and Sam Morell. Like you heard, be sure to leave a like and follow or subscribe to the podcast. Also, enjoy the conversation, leave a comment to YouTube, reach out on social media. When you feature what I have to say, and feature episode around our friends. Those who use this chance. Imagine a world, believe in it, and dive in. See you next time, and until then, stay